Today we are looking at the Nitrux Linux 3.7.1. So here is the boot menu. Let me quickly boot it in the live boot. So I'm running it on the virtual machine, which is a VMware with a 60 GB of virtual disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5-1240p. So this is the latest release of the Nitrux. It's a point update of 3.7.0. So I already made a video of 3.7.0. If you didn't watch that video, you can watch that video. And you should be seeing all the new changes in this latest version, like updated applications, kernels, and other things. I'm going to show you everything as soon as the desktop layout is loaded. So the country of origin is from the Mexico. So the Nitrux Linux is from the Mexico, and what it is based on and the desktop environment, I'm going to show you everything in the desktop layout because I want to show you all the versions and we can talk about that there. So it's going to take like 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. Sometimes it's going to take a bit more than that. So I'm going to mention how much time it consumed in the booting process as soon as the desktop is loaded. So let's wait and see. So here we have the desktop on the virtual machine and also live boot. So it will be a completely difference in the time in the booting process. So you need to understand these common things, and also the user experience will be way better when you install it on the bare metal. So you need to understand these common things. So we should be good with all those things. So there is like a notification sound as soon as the desktop is loaded. Usually it doesn't have any sound, but this time I have sound with the whenever the booting process is completed. So here you should be seeing the desktop layout. So let me first go to the system monitor, and then we can change the display settings later. So let me find the system monitor. Here is the system monitor to see the CPU and the RAM consumption. So we can judge it on these things. So it's consuming like a 2.0 GB of RAM, and here is the CPU. So let's first make it bigger and go through all those things. So OS, it says like a Nitrux 3.7.1. So this is the latest 0.1 update. Linux kernel, you get the 6.11.5. So I'm going to show you what it is, whether it's a stable or the long term or whatever it is. I'm going to show you in the Linux kernel website. So I'm going to first go through all those things, and then I'm going to show you the downloading process and also all the release notes. So the KDE frameworks version you get is a 5.115.0, which is latest version. KDE Plasma version you get is a 5.27.11. You still don't get the 6.2 or 6.1 like that. So you get the good version 5.27. And the windowing system is like a Wayland. Uptime is almost 3 minutes 36 seconds. So these are some few changes here you can see. And here are all the process I'm going to show you right here. So historial or the history, here you can see the CPU. So you need to run like a few seconds or like a minute, 60 seconds or a minute. And if you see the stable graph, then it's okay. If you see any high graph or anything like that, it's pretty much unstable right now. But in this case, it's pretty much stable. So here is like a frequency and everything. About the process, these are all the process. It's going to take a few seconds. And here is our process. So these are all the process running right now. And let me keep it on the overview. Let me check the system monitor version. Here you have the version. And I'm going to keep the system monitor in the right side corner throughout the video. And also there is some on the desktop, like changing things like a Windows style, everything like a Windows 11. So as you can see, you can add wherever you want. So that's a new thing, I guess. So I'm going to keep like this. Let me make it bigger. Not bigger, I'm going to keep it like this. So it's pretty much 2.1 GB right now. It's pretty much more. And also it's a NX desktop, which is KDE Plasma. It's going to consume a bit more. GNOME desktop and the KDE Plasma desktop environment will consume a lot of resources when compared to the XFCE, OpenBox, JWM. So those are all the lightweight desktop environment. Here is our a bit of resource consuming desktop environments. So if you have like a low-end PC, I think I'm going to show you the system requirements. So there is already every information in the official website, and I'm going to show you the system requirements, and you can take a guess. And if you have like a low-end PC, you can go with the distribution, or else it's better to go and check the low-end or the lightweight Linux distros, I guess. So let's keep it like this. Let me open the console or the terminal. After getting all the distro information, we can go to the official website and all the release notes and everything. So there is like a minor lag, I guess. So it's not working and everything frozen completely. I don't know why. So these are all the issues will happen sometimes in the Nitrux. So that's the reason it's better to try it, test it on your PC. If you don't have any issues, then go with the installations. If you have any issues, then it's better to skip that version. Even the 3.7.0 had some few issues, but the 3.7.1 should be fixed. But you should be seeing the screen is completely frozen right now. I don't know what I should do. So I can't close anything, I can't touch anything here. So I'm just going to restart it, I guess. So let me try to restart the virtual machine. So let me close it. So it's not going to work, it's just going to froze there. So I'm just going to restart, or I'm going to turn on the virtual machine again. Let's go with the power on the virtual machine. It's going to take a few seconds, so I'm just going to trim this all the part, and I'm going to just start with the wherever I left. So here we are back. I restarted everything, so we need to be working right now. So let me type in like a neofetch. Before that, let me show you the version of the console. So let me first show you the about of the terminal or the console. So here you should be getting all the information like a 3.1.0. So let's type in like a neofetch. Hit enter. So it says command not found. INXI -SV8. So I'm going to install the neofetch later. So let's first go through all the distro information. So I hope you are seeing properly here, or else let me change the color. So here you can change the colors, I guess. Let's go with the light, and let me change the transparency. Let's keep it like this. So it's let me remove the transparency. Let's settings, adapt to maybe. So let me keep it on the light. Let's close it. So here is the information. So it still didn't change the color. Here is the dark, here is the light. So color scheme, here are all the color schemes. So I'm just going to keep it like a black or the completely dark. Here is the complete dark. So host, it says like a live, and the kernel version is 6.11.5. I'm going to show you the kernel version as soon as I open the browser. So here is the 6.11.5, the 64-bit. Compiler GCC version, you get the 14.2.0. Here is some other information which is clearly unnecessary for the video. Desktop environment, you get the KDE Plasma version 5.27.11, which I already mentioned. Qt version 5.15.13. Frameworks version 5.115.0. And here is the distro, which it says like a Nitrux 3.7.1. Here is the build ID, and it's based on Debian Trixie testing edition. Trixie is like a Debian 13. So I already made Debian 13 videos also in my channel. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. So those are like a daily build, I guess. So it's better to watch those videos if you want. So here is the VMware, which is clearly unnecessary. So the complete VMware information is right here. And about the memory, system RAM is 8 GB, available RAM is 7.7. Used is 2.36, which is 2.3 GB here. So here you should be getting all the other things. So if anything is important for you, you can just pause the video and read everything. And about the CPU, my CPU is 12 Gen i5 1240p. And here is some other information about the CPU and the vulnerabilities flags, which is clearly unnecessary for the video. Now let's go with the graphics information. VMWGFX version is 2.20. And what else we have here? The display VLAN server XORG version is 1.21.1.11 with the XVLAN 24.1.2, and EGL version is 1.5. And what else we have? OpenGL version is 4.5, Compact V version is 4.3, MESA version is 24.2.4, and LLVM pipe version is right here, and Vulkan version is 1.3.283. And here is some other information. Now let's go with the audio information. So here is the Pipewire version 1.2.3, Pulse Audio version 16.1. Here is like a network, Bluetooth, drives, partitions, repos, which is clearly unnecessary for the video, so I'm just going to skip that. And process running right now 353, uptime is almost 4 minutes, and init system init open RC version is 0.54.2, and shell zsh version is 5.9, and INXI version is 3.3.35. So we got all the information right here about the distro. So I'm just going to close everything. Now let's open the internet browser. Let's close the terminal. So here we have the browser, and we can go through all the changes or the release notes from the official website itself. So the browser is going to take a few seconds. I think the latest version of the browser is 132 stable version. Now let's check the version. So you can add wherever you want in the desktop. So same like a Windows 10, Windows 11. So you can add wherever you want the applications. So I'm just going to keep it like this. So let's make it bigger. So I'm going to open all the tabs or the important official website and the system requirements and everything, and I'm going to continue from there. So here I opened every important tab. So here we have the about support. The version you get is 132.0, which is the stable version of the Firefox right now. There is also beta version which is 133. And update channel, it's called as a release, and user agent, which is unnecessary. So the Linux kernel 6.11.5. So let me show you the Linux kernel. So this is the official website. Just type in like a Linux kernel, and the first link will be the obviously the official website. So stable version is 6.11.6. It's updated to the 6, but you get still the latest version, which is 6.11.5. So if you don't know what is stable, what is long term, and what is the mainline, you can just go to the releases. And here you should be getting all the description of whatever it is called. If it's called as a RC or a release candidate, it's called like a release candidate. RC is a release candidate. And about the mainline, here is the stable version. About the long-term version, here is all the long-term versions from 6.6 to 4.19. And here is the end of life of all the long-term versions, and release date will be right here. And in order to get the kernel version, you can just type in like a uname-r, and you should be getting all the information about the kernel. You can use the neofetch, fastfetch, INXI, INXI-SV8, or else you can just use the about semicolon support in the Firefox browser. You should be getting all the information. So that's the Linux kernel information. And the memory I already mentioned in the terminal itself. So the disk space is 3.7, and here is some browser information, which is clearly unnecessary for the video, but if it's important, you can just pause the video and read everything. Here is like a MESA LLVM version, and same thing again here. So these are all some other information. If it's important, you can read it here. Window protocol, VLAN right now, KDE Plasma desktop environment. My MESA version is right here, and my monitor resolution or the present monitor resolution is right here. So these are all some information of the browser and also some distro information. So let's close it. So this is the official website. Just type in like a Nitrux Linux, and the first link will be the obvious website. So here we already have our video of 3.6.0. If you want, you can just type in like a Nitrux Linux 3.7.0, and you should be seeing my videos again, 9 to 5 Linux. So the official website, let's open the official website. And here you should be seeing all the information of the Nitrux Linux. If you are new for the Nitrux Linux, then it's better to get all the information from the official website. And about the system requirements, about the Nitrux 3.7.1 system requirements, let's first go with the system requirements, and let's go with the other things after that. So motherboard, CPU, RAM. So you need like a 4 GB of RAM. Minimum requirements is 4 GB of RAM, 2 GHz processor, EFI, UEFI support or legacy BIOS, motherboard with support for USB boot, 512 MB RAM of controller, graphics controller. And here is the information like a 3D acceleration, at least 14.17 GB must be available for cameras to create the root partition. So you need to have like at least a 20 GB in my opinion or in my point of view. Internet connection optional. Audio, any audio device supported the Linux kernel, supported by the Linux kernel. And the recommended requirements is like you need to have like a 8 GB of RAM or better, 2 GHz 64-bit, 4 core or 8 threads or better, and EFI, UEFI support. Motherboard, same thing, 2 GB VRAM or better, any GPU supported. Here is all the information. and at least same thing 20 GB internet connection optional again. Any audio devices support by the Linux kernel. So here is the all the requirements, which is system requirements minimum and recommended. So I already have the recommended requirements. So this is how it's performing. So that was some system requirements. Now let's go with the release notes. So here is the release notes or the release announcement. Just click on it. You should be seeing the Nitrux 3.7.1 SP. I don't know what this SP means, but here you should be getting all the information. So here is like a contents. Just click on the what's new, and here you should be seeing about of the system information. Let me show you that. Let's go to the system. So it's not in the system. Let's go with the settings, system settings, and about the system. Here is the about system. So we already gone through all those information. So you should be seeing the same information right here. So I'm running it on the VMware. So it says like a VMware. Everything is pretty much same. Let's close the settings and go to other things. And the Firefox version 132, which I already showed you the Firefox version, and MESA 3D graphics version. I already showed you the MESA version. NVIDIA Linux. So here is the version 565.57.01. and AMD open source driver Vulkan. I already showed all the information. So here are all the other changes. You can go through one by one. You can just pause the video and read everything from here, or else you can just go to the official website and get all the information by reading there. And here is all the like a K2 zones configuration and everything. So these are all the new things. So I already showed you whenever you hold the application, you should be getting all the same like a Windows 10, Windows 11 thing. So you already saw that and other things. So these were all the main changes from this release. So first time when I booted in the virtual machine, it completely frozen. So I needed to restart it again. So it's working around rightly without any issues. So these are all the things. It's better to try it on your own and decide whether to use it or not. And about the downloads, you can download from the official website itself, or it will just take you to the torrent sometimes. So it's better to download from the official website. Let me try to show you. Let's go back. So here you can just click on downloads. Sometimes it's going to download from the official mirror. So as you can see in the bottom left corner, when you hover over the link, it's going to say like a nx.os.org. It's going to be official mirror. So just click on it. So let's hope whether it's going to, no, it's going to show you the source force. Sometimes it's going to show you the source force, sometimes the fast torrents, sometimes the official website mirror. So just click on the download. So it's a 3.3 GB of file size, or the ISO file size. It's going to take like a 5 seconds and your downloading should be started. Just have some patience and you should be good with the download. So here we have the ISO file. Check the ISO file whether you're downloading the proper or not. So here you should be seeing the ISO file is from the developer itself, Uri Herrera. So check all those things and get the download files. Never blindly download any files from the internet. So that was some of the information from the browser. Again, about the installation, there is same thing about the installation. There is nothing change in the installation. So you should be seeing everything same. So let me click on next. Choose the region. Click on next. Choose the keyboard model. Next. Create all the user accounts and the partition wherever you want to install the summary, and the installation will take like a 15 to 20 minutes. Depends on the PC. If you have like a recommended requirements, it's going to be very quick, or else it's going to take a bit of more time. And other things, you should be seeing the same notification, KDE integration, night color off and everything, volume, no output or input device found. So that's the one thing you should be seeing again. Nitrux, and here is the internet connection. So we have the internet connection, date and time. Everything is same, nothing is changed. And about the applications, you should be getting the same pre-installed applications. Development, graphics. So there is no change in the application, just the Firefox web browser to the latest version. Others are same thing from the 3.7.0 version. So I don't think there is nothing changed here. So here is our NVIDIA settings. If you want to change, you can change to according to your settings. And what else we have? Let me open it again. In the utilities, you have like a game launchers, wine bottles, and everything like that. Steam, and here is like a Wait-Ride. Again, same thing, nothing changed here. And about the settings, let's go to the system settings. So the same things in the system settings also. So the main changes are already given in the official website. So I showed you the some basic changes here. So there will be a lot of fixes which they provided in the official website itself. So I showed you the main changes. If I show every changes, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to make like a movie video. It's like a 3-4 hours. I don't want to make that lengthy video. So the main changes, I showed you the audio, graphics, and main things. So that's the reason. So if you want to see all the changes, it's better to go to the official website and you can see everything there. About the stability, I already said it's in the first boot, it completely frozen. So that's the reason I needed to boot it again. So keep all the things in mind, try it on your own. If you have any issues, it's better to first try it in the live boot and work with all those things. If you have any issues, it's better to not to install it on your main PC or work PC. So try to test it, all those things, and if you're satisfied, then go with the installations, or else it's better to stay away from this version. And also the recommended requirements have a lot of you need to have good PC in order to run this distribution. Even if you have like a 2 GB 4 GB of RAM, it doesn't work properly. You should be seeing like a minor hiccups here and there, and maybe sometimes the major things happen. I don't know how it's going to perform. Even though I have like a good RAM CPU, it's a virtual machine, so it's understandable. But in the when you install it on the bare metal, it's going to be completely different user experience. So that's the reason it's better to judge trying on your own and decide whether to use it or not. So this is how it performed in my PC. So I think I'm just going to end the video here. About the documentation, here you should be getting the documentation, English United States, and here are all the information. Let me close it. And about the wallpapers, you don't get any wallpapers or anything. So there are no changes in the specific version. So I'm just going to close everything. Let's see the wallpapers, and we're going to end the video. So same things in the wallpapers, nothing changed. Maybe few wallpapers should be added. I don't really remember, because I'll be posting daily videos, sometimes 2 videos, most of the time 2 videos. Sometimes when we don't have any topic, I'm just going to post like a single video. So almost like a 10-15 days there is no topic, so that's the reason I'm just posting a single video every time. Or else if we had any topic, then I'm going to post 2 videos daily. And this is how it performed. So this is a virtual machine. These are all the things you need to keep it in mind. It's going to be performing a bit better maybe in the bare metal. So you need to understand these common things and decide on your own. So at the end, this is how it's performed, like a 2.8 GB or 2.6 GB. And these are all the processors. CPU pretty much under 20-25%. And here is the history. There was some high graph here, I don't know why. And about the process, these are all the process running right now. And there is also some issue here because there is no, it says like a no output. So volume has some issues, but the internet is working properly, so that's a good thing. And about the logout screen, let me show you the logout screen, and I'm going to end the video. So it's going to take a few more seconds, and the password should be NI, same thing, which is Nitrux. Username should be Nitrux and the password should be Nitrux. So that's how it's performed. Thanks for watching. Peace out. So if you love this video, then give the thumbs up button. It's going to help my channel. Thanks for watching. Peace out.